everyone. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It is good to be back. I don't know if you guys follow any of my other forms of social media, but I caught a really bad bacterial infection from my son. Daycare, they share everything, right? So that's why I haven't really been here present a lot lately, because I've just been so sick. And I lost my voice for a while, but I went on antibiotics. I got better. I'm still congested, but that's mainly just because of my allergies. It's whenever I get sick, I'm congested for like months. It's terrible. I hate it. That's what allergy medicine for. Anyway, let us get into it. Today we're going to be talking about No Filter and Other Lies by Crystal Maldonado. I want to thank Holiday House for sending me this arc, and I have to say I loved it. I loved her first book, Fat Chance, Charlie Vega. I thought, it really is relevant. I don't really, if you know me, if you've been following, I read a lot of young adult sci-fi fantasy, horror, gothic, anything, magical realism. I don't really read a lot of contemporary fiction, not always my thing. However, I'm starting to branch out and read a little bit more some other genres because, there is more to me than just sci-fi fantasy. Don't get me wrong, I love sci-fi fantasy. Everything behind me, mostly sci-fi fantasy. But, I do love contemporary realism, especially when it does speak to current times, and this is about, you can see right there, would you lie online for clout? Would you lie online for clout? And then you have, No Filter and Other Lies. That's the title. It's already kind of gravitating towards a lot of Instagram influencers. We're just like, I'm so pretty. And it's just like, you clearly have a filter. And I watch a lot of, God, I can't remember his name. James Welsh. He is a beauty guru, kind of, and he criticizes a lot of, TikTok gurus, because, like, you're washing your face, you're doing your whole routine, but you clearly have a filter on. And he even shows the difference between, what's the filter and how you can tell the difference, like the blurring effect and everything. No filter, guys, by the way. I don't have time or energy to even play with filters. I don't even have time to edit these reviews. They are raw. But and that's why I really like this book, because you have Kat, right? She is obsessed with the number of followers. I mean, there are so many times in here. Here we go. She even compares all of her friend counts to her counts. I don't know if you can, there we go. Because she's obsessed. She's obsessed. She does her mothers, her fathers, her brothers, everyone. She's obsessed with the number of followers. And at first, it seems like she just really wants the recognition for her work. She's an aspiring photographer. That's what she wants to do with her life. She wants people to take her work seriously. She feels like she doesn't get that kind of recognition. And as the story goes on, you kind of see it's a lot deeper than just her wanting online recognition. I mean, she doesn't live with her parents. She lives with her grandparents. And her grandparents they're the best human beings ever in this book. I mean, I love them so much, because you definitely see how much they love her. And I think that's really great. It's something that Maldonado does really good with her writing. She has layers, and she builds on top of them. At first, you think it's just about Kat wanting all that Insta fame and online recognition, but it's deeper than that. I mean, her parents had her when they were teenagers, and then when they had their second kid, they moved out with their second kid, and they left her with her grandparents. And there's this really powerful scene when her mother asks her not to tell people that she doesn't live with them. Because she's ashamed, She's guilt-ridden. And she just likes to act like, oh, she has this perfect family. And she also lies online, She's like, look at me and my perfect family. She's like, you're not even with your family. You skipped out on family night dinner to go have fun with your friends. You took this picture for what? For recognition that you're a good mom. You're not a good mom. That's what I have to say to her. You are not a good mother. So Kat, you really get the sense of abandonment from Kat, And it sucks. It sucks, but it really resonates with the reader because she of course feels love from her grandparents. But I mean, forced to do dinner with them every Thursday night, her mother made her a room. The room looks like it was made for a 5-year-old. It has nothing to do with Kat as a person who she is now, So, feeling so dejected and just heartbroken and just wanting some of that recognition, she goes and she makes a fake account, Max Monroe, using pictures she took of her coworker / friend, who doesn't want any part in social media. She used to be a beauty guru, and she's like, that whole environment was toxic. Don't want it. Don't want to be a part of it. I am no longer in social media. So she betrays, her friend's trust. She starts lying. She starts just kind of forgetting to live because she's just like, finally, the followers are coming in. She's finally getting that recognition she's so desperately loves, so desperately craves. She's finally getting, this feeling of love that it's filling the hole, that her parents kind of left behind. You get it. I think nowadays we do get it. I think even me, myself, I was just like kind of obsessed with the number of Instagram followers that I'm like, no, I need it. I need all these Instagram followers because I need to build up my website, so that I can start generating income from it. I just got so invested in it that it just became all about, I have to make sure I have a post every day. I have to make sure I have a post every day. I have to make sure I have a post every day. That you're just kind of forgetting to live, And I think that that's another reason I connected to the story. I think a lot of times we forget there's a whole big world out here outside of Instagram, and she forgot it. You see it through her. You're seeing how she forgot to live, Sorry. She just got so lost in all this social media fame that she's just forgotten to live. She keeps taking in those Instagram likes and Instagram followers. And I think a lot of times any one of us who is trying to build something on social media, me with my YouTube, me with my podcast, me with my Instagram, we're just forgetting there's something more important. Life, living. Our lives don't have to be just about creating content. for social media. Because then it's like, with her, would you lie online for clout? She's lying, She's not Max Monroe. She's Kat. She is, let's see if it has her, yep, Catherine Sanchez. That's who she is. She's not Max Monroe. But she's so sucked into this online persona that she's letting it drive her. And it's totally changing her. And that's why I love this book, because there are so many layers to the storytelling. There's so much depth to the storytelling. And it resonates with the readers. And I think it reminds readers, like, social media is great and all, especially if you're trying to build something. But you can't just focus on it. You have to remember there is a life out there for you to live. And I love that Crystal Maldonado was able to really capture that, and was able to capture that it wasn't just about the need for likes, this need to be Insta-famous. It was about this hole that she has inside of her that she wants to fill in some form, like online recognition, Her parents, they kind of abandoned her. Not kind of, they did abandon her. Yeah, they have her over every Thursday for dinner, but what is that? You're not making the effort for your daughter. You like to pretend to be the parent, set boundaries with the grandparents, set a curfew, this, that, blah, 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 but you're not actually being there for your kid. And that has hurt Kat deeply. You see it. You see it come to life slowly throughout the narrative. And when the big blow up happens at the end, and it needed to happen, you're just like, you feel for Kat. You totally get it. You 100% totally get it. Like, what she did was not great, and it's totally not forgivable, but it's relatable. And I think we've all kind of been there, so focused on trying to get one thing, because we need some control in our lives, that we just kind of forget we have a life to live. So I have to give No Filter and Other Lies 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really good book. Highly recommend it. It's relatable. It's funny. It's current. It is a book worth reading, and I really do think everyone should read it. So, if you want to go ahead and purchase the book, please remember to purchase the book from your local bookstore or online book retailer. All I ask is that you support bookstores instead of Amazon. So Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, bookshop.org, which will connect you and show you all independently owned bookstores nearest to you. Support your bookstores in any way that you can, please. That's all I ask, because they deserve the support way more than Amazon does. Go books! And on that note, I hope you all continue to support me here by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. I hope you all have a great, wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.